All right, guys, Anthony, Super Duty Service. Chris's truck here came as basket case, was somewhere else, had broken exhaust manifold bolts, and I don't know, maybe they got overwhelmed or something, I don't know. But there's a lot of, it's like disassembled so much that it doesn't really make sense. We took the bumper off. He's gonna come get the bumper and take it out of here. We just were getting it basically buttoned up, but we've got freaking problems here. I sprayed it down already. Look at all the surface rust coming out of there. Hopefully that stuff comes out. I hope. Look at the shading on the cylinder there. We've got a head off that was taking stuff apart. Let's go back here and look at the head. It's already been tried to drill. We tried to drill on it right there. Did a pretty good number on it. The bottom one's broke too down there. I'm not gonna move it. It's freaking covered with nasty oil. It's basket case just came in. We're gonna go through and clean everything up. And honestly, he's not up right now. He's gonna be a little while, but it's going cab off. We're not gonna do this cab on. We're not gonna finish it like this. It's not gonna happen. So we're gonna basically, it's not the first time we've had to do this. We're gonna spend pretty much all day today putting the truck back together. Just putting it back together as if there's no failure. That way we can find out what parts are missing, what we don't have, because I mean, there's freaking parts. I mean, this cart right here is all of his crap. Just crap everywhere. In bags, came in trash bags, and so we're gonna put the son of a gun back together, figure out what parts are needed, what parts are broken, make a list of all that, and then it's going back out in the pasture. We'll pull it in later, and we'll have a pretty good chunk of the parts already ordered. They cut the cam sensor wire right here. That's a shielded wire. I mean, you could run a new strand up it. I mean, but honestly, and with how the rest of the harness look, we did take the harness off. I mean, it might be harness replacement. We haven't cleaned it off. We'll clean it up. I'll throw in the ultrasonic and we'll get it cleaned up and assess it from there. But for right now, basically, we just want to find out what parts are here and what parts are not here, because that way when it comes over into the first bay, we can kind of have our ducks in a row. We're going to have the cab unbolted, everything ready to go, so we pull it in and yank the cab off of it real quick, and then go to town and do it in our little system that we've got. So we don't know if it's going to go total engine. Who knows? I mean, that rust in the cylinders. I guess it's been sitting for a year, so not cool. I mean, but where we got to start, I mean, it's just where we got to start is get everything ready to go cab off and put it. Honestly, I mean, we're going to burn a little bit of time. It's going to cost him a little bit to put it back together. That way we can start all over again and fix whatever's wrong when it's time to come in. But right now it's an absolute basket case. We don't know what parts we have, and we're just going to, I mean, it's kind of a bass-backwards way of doing stuff to throw stuff back on. But we're not going to torque nothing. All we're going to do is just get the head back on, rocker box back on, go ahead and tighten the injectors down in it, tighten the fuel lines back up, just tighten them up. That way we can see what parts we have and what parts are missing. I mean, the only reason is because we're not doing, it's not coming in right now. And it showed up here, and I just don't want to let it sit too long with parts all over the place, because stuff like that rusted cylinder happens, you know. And then I don't want to pull a truck in and find out that we should have been looking for parts for it for the last, because I mean, it's going to be a little bit before we even get to pull it in. We've got a backlog of jobs, and this one is on it, but it's back a little bit. So I don't know, I just thought I would show. He's got a radiator in there. Darian's getting the inside taken apart. We're gonna go ahead and put the injector. This is how everything's stored, and that's not freaking cool. I'd much rather let that injector be stored inside of the engine put together. It's just the fan shroud's broken. It's just, there's parts everywhere. It's a freaking mess of crap. It just broke stuff. I mean, yeah, but so it's all right. We got this. We can handle it. It's just not going to be something that happens right now. You know, we did empty out some of this. He's got a new radiator. It looks like a new radiator. So we'll get that out. There's no reason in storing the radiator there when the radiator does not need to come off to take the cab off. Like all this stuff on the front, AC condenser, radiator, charge air cooler, power steering cooler, transmission cooler, all that stuff can be on the truck. So we're gonna put it back on the truck. That way, when it's time to do the job, that's that much less stuff we have to worry about and do. So, yep, just I mean, all the AC lines were disconnected. It's gonna need, yeah, it's gonna need some love, but it's all right. We can handle it. All right, guys, thought I would just show. So we got the new engine's just about, it's just about done. I'm waiting on the Ford manifold to come here. Got pretty much everything all set up. It's all good, ready to go. There's one for Bob. I did put the belt on right. Belt's not on backwards. But there it is. So, all right, guys. Chris's truck. Have a good day.